mine here, just kind of making my first Call of Duty training video. I love Call of Duty. It's such an exciting game. It's like an action-packed chess match with really different chessboard every time you play, and a different set of people, and so every time you play it seems different. And what I want to do in these video series is really, I am a dad in my 40s, and I want to really kind of teach people who don't really know much about first-person shooters as well as Call of Duty how you can be a dad, play with your kids, and really, you're not, unless you spend a great deal of time, you're not going to be great. But I'm going to give you a few tips along the way. So one of the things in Call of Duty Ghosts, somewhat different than Black Ops and some of the others, is you really need to aim often. And you know, every time you're kind of getting ready to come around a corner, take aim. And that's a pretty important thing. One of the other things I want to talk about, and I'll show you this as we kind of get in here, is a lot of times people will just come in and they'll run like this, and then they'll try to go up and aim as they go up the top. Well, generally there's somebody laying right here, or can be, and a lot of times when you're going up these steps. So as you're kind of coming around the corner to go up, notice my aim goes up before I turn the corner, and even if I draw, I know that that person is there if they're there. If they're not, then I'm lucky. But a lot of people will just come up like this and then start raising their gun, and they're already out. So when you're coming up to something you know you're going to have to climb, kind of give it that up first. And you don't always have to aim before you go up, but it's a good idea because you need that extra second or so. I'm using a marksman rifle there, but you'll notice that the up time for this gun is a lot faster. This is a Honey Badger. If you use a submachine gun, they're going to be quicker. If I switch back, notice how slow it is to come up to the aim versus the other. So those will make a huge difference in really just making sure you don't get killed as you're trying to come upstairs. The other thing is, there is a general rule as you kind of come around corners and things like this. I've seen a lot of new players come way out here. Well, now you can be seen from way down here on the corner as you're coming wide. You can be seen by these people over here. And so when you're coming up on a corner, really it's a good idea to get cover like I have here in the front, sprint to the next corner, but don't come out until you're ready, because as you're running it takes longer to bring that gun up. So when you're ready, take aim at that corner, kind of ease yourself out, and you can take a shot if they're in those spots. Kind of move from cover to cover. A lot of people will just run right straight down and they'll discover they're in the middle of a firefight. So that's really a big deal too. As you're kind of coming around, know how to cross your corners and be smart about it. The other thing, this is a map of Warhawk, and I'm not going to go through every map on this in Call of Duty Ghosts because there's so many of them now, especially with all the expansion packs. But notice I'm in the middle of the street in Warhawk. This is not a place you want to be. So anytime you take a look at your map, and we can take a look at the map right now, and when you look at this map, what you'll notice is I've kind of highlighted in this some points you want to kind of stay out of. But really, in general, on a Call of Duty Ghost, the center of the map is generally a bad place to be on most of the maps. There's shooting lanes, and if you can see the other side of the map from where you're at, or a large portion of the map, you're probably not in a good spot because somebody else can see you as well. So you'll notice I kind of put some green lines as you're traveling from area to area. Try to stay in those outskirts and move through those as you try to get to the different points. If you're playing a domination or something like that you have to get to a destination, it's still a good idea not to run straight there, because a lot of times you'll have people who are laying in certain areas. And Warhawk, this is a place that some people like to lay, is clear back here out of the way, and you know, they'll kind of zone in on you as you come across the middle of the map. So same thing, and you see that I had it highlighted on the map earlier, you know, some zones. Those red circles are really critical points on the Warhawk anyway, of where you're coming around the corner. But every corner you're going to cross is going to kind of have that same feel. You're going to want to get where you're at, get around the corner, but don't be sprinting around the corner, because if I sprint around this corner, it takes me longer to bring up my gun and get a good aim on it. The first shot you get is very critical. If you can get a hit on that very first shot, you not only have a better chance of dropping the person because you're quicker, but they're hit markers, so their aim is going to be off. And so when you get hit, your aim is off. This is duguhm891. This is my first Call of Duty training video. Give me some likes if you like it. Subscribe to my channel. There's going to be more videos to come. Just let me know if you have any suggestions on what we should do. Thanks a lot, and have a great day.